Hey guys, welcome back. It's your boy TJ again. And this week we're going to be talking a little bit about love. You know, love has so many different and significant um, thoughts and ideas that pop up in people's minds and, hearts and souls. And just like the general idea of love varies so much, and I think at the heart of what love is kind of like a sacrificial thing that you give to somebody, or a state of sacrifice, I should say. And so, what I just want to share my thoughts about it, and if you have like your thoughts or anything like that, you can always get in contact or something like that, or share your thoughts as well. But I think that's the big thing about this podcast is I really want to just get people to thinking, outside of the everyday hustle and bustle, your everyday struggles, your everyday routines, just to kind of jolt your brain and kind of think outside, to the proverbial box. So let's kind of get started. Like so, I think love. I always feel like in any sort of loving situation, you have to look at the object or the person that you are loving and look at your motivation behind the feeling that you get when you say you love it or love her or love him, or love your even your pet, or your job or whatever. So I always think like um, if you want to give something your all and can take the fact that you might not get anything back from it, like you still want to push forward with these things. I think that's where love can really begin to show itself true in your life. I love uh, basketball. I've been playing basketball my almost my entire life. For about almost like 31 years I've been playing, and I have never really achieved like a bunch of crazy goals, you know, in the sport, but I do it regardless. And every time I step on the court, or every time I watch other people play, or I look at a ball, or look at a pair of basketball shoes, like I want to partake in it. I want to be a part of it, and I don't expect anything back from it other than the feeling that I get when I see it or when I'm around it. And I feel like it goes that way for people. A lot of people experience that kind of love in their partners, and I think a lot of people, especially for the mothers out there, they experience it, you know, through their children. Like you can give your children so many things, and as ungrateful as they can be sometimes, or as they can seem to be sometimes, or as oblivious as they seem to be to those efforts, like you love them so much and still push and sacrifice and uh, dedicate your life and your time and your resources to your little people, And so I think it becomes harder to kind of step outside of that in other kinds of relationships because some people overly seem to trample like your feeling of love, and it's a strange dynamic, when one person seems to love someone more than the other, and we're not going to get into like love languages and that kind of thing today, but I think like the overall theme of it is like loving anything is loving something and not expecting anything in return. You do what you do because you within your being that you are meant to do it, and that the reward comes from the journey that you take in partaking in this odyssey of love. So those are like my short thoughts. I'm gonna try and make these a little bit longer, but like I like to do these like little short spurts of like thought, and get ideas out there. And I think as I progress, like I'll maybe expound more on what I mean and how I feel about things. But like this came up to me because I was going to talk about another topic, which was like letting go of something that you love, or letting go of people that you love. And it's not always a relationship thing. I lost my sister back in 2004, and it took me a long time to learn how to let go of the fact that she wasn't going to be here. Obviously, I've had various relationships, that have come and gone, and have dealt with various goals and things that I love that just haven't come to pass yet, and that's where this conversation kind of came about. It's like, if you love something, it just never kind of goes away. It's always present, within your soul, I guess, or within your mind, body, and soul. You know, your mind, will, emotions, your heart, all those things. Like, it kind of consumes you, and it always comes back to you in some form or another. So, just some thoughts on that. Just to say, just take it and just kind of think about it. But yeah, the idea of love has shaped a lot of what I do, and a lot of how I think about life, and why I know, considered to be maybe kind. I don't always feel like I'm the kindest person, but I always try to see the best in people, and always give people the benefit of the doubt, because I think that everyone deserves a chance at love, and to experience a loving outlook on something. And that's that. Those are my thoughts, and thank you for listening, and we'll catch you guys next time.